Frozen to the bone, there's darkness in your soul.
Hey, what's up everyone? Welcome back to another episode of the Venom vlog, and today we are going to check out the Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse trailer. This is part one of the new two-part Spider-Verse storyline that's coming out starring Miles Morales and Gwen Stacy, Spider-Gwen, and I am so excited. As you can tell, I've been collecting some of the merchandise. I'll put some of the photos up. I've been excited getting the toys, all the ones that have been coming out, Scarlet Spider and Spider-Punk. I've been buying the masks, collecting all the masks for the different Spider-Man. This movie is one of my most anticipated films, and I was really hoping it would come out this year, and of course it got pushed back to next year, but that's okay if they need more time to work on it to make it visually look stunning. I'm all for it. And as we saw in that first teaser trailer, and I'll put a link to my reaction to that down below, there was a couple different animation styles in that first trailer, and we found out recently that there's 6 in total of different animation styles. But I still have a theory that there will be the movie will end in live action, and we will see Miles go into a real universe, maybe even the MCU or something, and meet one of the other Spider-Man, either Tom Holland or maybe Andrew Garfield, whatever they decide to do with Sony. But I just have a feeling that this movie will end and there'll be 6 animation styles and 1 live action style, and you'll get to see Miles and someone portraying him in live action, and him meeting another Spider person in live action. Maybe even Venom, which would be awesome if he just jumped into the Tom Hardy universe. So that's just a theory of mine. But I'm excited for this. I went to the premiere thanks to my friend Andrew way back when the first film came out. This is the shirt that they made us. They gave us all free shirts. They put our names on them and stuff. So obviously mine says Siike right there. And yeah, it's old beat up now because I've worn it to pieces. But it was really cool. It was a great event. And I have that all on a video as well. So I'll put a link to that down below if you want to check out, my experience with Andrew at the premiere and after party of the first Into the Spider-Verse movie. So without further ado, this is going to start in about 30 seconds. So I'm going to cut now and we're going to jump right into this trailer and you're going to get my reaction. So here we go. Dude, I got goosebumps. I'm so excited for this. Oh, wow.
I can hear you being quiet, Mom.
I hope I didn't ice your game, man.
No one my age says those words in that order.
It's just hard to see my little man not being my little boy all the time.
Yeah.
For years I've been taking care of this little boy.
Oh, I love that. Oh, the shot with Stan. Oh, that's so good. I like that.
Sure he's loved.
Does that mean we'll see more of his parents in this one? Because I liked his dad in the last one, but I'd like to see more of his mom. So that's cool that they're starting with that.
He wants to go out into the world and do great big things.
Oh,
Bad kid.
that's awesome. That was a cool
What I
shot.
worry about most.
I love you, man.
He webbed like a 10 to the dude's
is
chest.
They won't look out for you like us.
Ah, interesting.
Want to get out of here? Wherever
Gwen!
you go from here, you have to promise to take care of that little boy for me.
Oh, wow.
Make sure he never forgets where he came from.
What a good luck. Oh, look at all the spider people.
And
Hey,
he never doubts that
it's
he's loved.
Peter B. Parker. I didn't know if he'd come back in this one. Oh,
He never lets anyone
that's cool.
tell him that he doesn't.
$20.99. Wow.
You gotta promise, Miles.
I promise.
Awesome. Dude, look at this. Oh my god. Oh, they're all fighting Miles. Do you see Miguel's face? It looks...
We are supposed to be the good guys.
We are.
Whoa. Whoa. Dude. Dude, June 2nd. Oh my goodness. Why were they all fighting him? Oh, what the heck? Let me read the synopsis here because there's something down in the bottom. It says, Miles Morales returns for the next chapter of the Oscar-winning Spider-Verse saga, Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. After reuniting with Gwen Stacy, Brooklyn's full-time friendly neighborhood Spider-Man is catapulted across the multiverse, where he encounters a team of spider people charged with protecting its very existence. But when the heroes clash on how to handle a new threat, Miles finds himself pitted against the other spiders and must redefine what it means to be a hero so he can save the people he loves most. Holy cow. So, because I think the villain in this is the Spot. I don't know if he's the main villain, but I think he's like a major villain. So maybe that's it. Maybe the Spot, his pure existence of opening portals to other dimensions could destroy all of reality. And maybe Spider-Man 2099 and the others want to kill him. And Miles is like, hey, man, we're spider people. We don't kill. Whoa, that's interesting. That is very interesting. And just as I said that, the after party countdown has begun. I'm a member of YouTube Premium, so there is a exclusive after party video that we can that we're gonna react to, I guess, as well, depending on how long it is. But yeah, this was something they added in there for premium members, so we'll check that out too. So, but I'm just still reeling from that revelation. First of all, those shots, like the new shots of Miles swinging and stopping the car and jumping off of it and stuff, like he looks great, and the animation style looks great. But I guess as they go into other realities, obviously the animation style is going to change, which is so cool. There's a few directors in this movie that are very noteworthy. One of them being Joaquim dos Santos, who I've recognized that name for years. He's done Justice League Unlimited episodes. I think he did Avatar, Last Airbender, Legend of Korra, I think is one of the shows he's worked on. And then Kemp Powers and Justin K. Thompson. So it has three directors, just like the first movie did. The first movie broke into the story into 3 acts, and they had a different director for each act. So I'm wondering which scenario Joaquim's doing, because he's very good with action. So I'm really curious to see if he ends up being the one who directs the final act of the movie. And screenplay by Phil Lord and Chris Miller as well. All right, so this has begun. And then also David Callahan is another writer on it. So let me skip back here and we'll jump into the Spider-Verse after party.
Hey everyone, I'm Phil Lord.
And I'm Chris Miller.
And I'm Haley Steinfeld.
Haley,
and we want to
yeah.
welcome you to the official
Awesome.
YouTube after party to celebrate
Where's
the
Shamik,
release
man?
of the first trailer for Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse.
We're here to talk about the trailer and, of course, reveal
Okay.
a few exclusive details. Don't
Oh.
tell anyone
Exclusive
about the film
details.
in this first ever trailer drop after party.
And thank you so much, Haley, for being here to celebrate with us and returning to the role of Gwen, aka Spider-Gwen.
Just when I thought it couldn't get any more spectacular, we see this trailer and now I'm just at a loss for words.
It feels like
I'm a
party,
big fan
right?
of hers, like
Always
It's a
from
bunch of lights and 3 chairs.
from
and
Bumblebee
I will
lights-
say,
to
we
Hawkeye
didn't,
to
shout out,
Spider-Verse. Like,
the
she's great.
directors.
the incredible Kemp Powers.
Kemp
who
Powers,
worked
okay.
on Soul and One Night in Miami.
Oh, that's right, he did
and
Soul.
He came up with the germ of the idea that turned into this trailer. Justin
Oh.
Thompson, who this is the first time he's stepping into the director's chair.
A
Cool.
production designer on the first movie and the visual genius.
Oh, he was a
And
he
Joaquim
worked
dos
on the first
Santos,
film.
who is probably the best action director
Told ya.
there is in animation, and super talented. The 3 of them doing gangbusters work.
Also exciting is that Bob Persichetti, one of the directors from the last movie, is on this film as an EP and working every day
Oh,
on the
cool.
animation.
I,
Wow.
much like the fans everywhere, I imagine, are dying to know more about the story. The trailer definitely hints at the action that we would expect,
Yeah.
but it's also
The trailer
so
showed a bunch of
rooted and really
Spider-Man
grounded
fighting
in
Miles.
its heart and in its family, which has really always been at the center, right, of this story.
The thing that was indestructible from the very first screening is Miles and his family.
Yeah.
He is from like an intact, together family with 2 parents that are trying to like do a great job.
Yeah, I like
and
that.
that's
He-
one of his superpowers.
In the
And,
comics,
you know,
he has
Miles is a teenager.
a little,
when you're growing
you know,
up, there's that
tragedy does
feeling of you
end
want
up
to, like, see what
in his
the
backstory
world has
in the
to offer,
first
and
in
you
the
want to
comic
go out
books,
there and
but then he
the push and
is
pull of
able to
wanting
end up
really
saving his
be
mother
with
later.
with your family,
Um,
and then also leaves a
So
negative part
he's
with the whole
one of those
movie
rare
family. So
superheroes that
the
has
first
both
movie was
parents and they're
about,
supportive of
you
him.
know, that
It's
anyone's
like
wearing the mask.
he's
This movie
an
is really
anomaly
about
like
how
that
do you wear the mask?
in the
You
superhero
mentioned
community.
that Miles is wanting to see more of Gwen.
Yes.
It's sort of like the older girl that goes off to college a year earlier, and the kid who's like, maybe I'll come up and visit you at college sometime, and you're like, okay,
Maybe not.
yeah, I got a lot going on,
But basically, you get invited into Oscar Isaac's cool Spider-Force.
Oh, so I'm the
Spider
cool- I'm
Force.
the-
You're the cool one.
You're the cool one.
And you get invited into like the Spider Society, and Miles doesn't. And you sort of can't tell him why. So we have some exclusive
Interesting.
images to reveal to you guys.
Oh,
Right here
images.
in this
Let's
YouTube
do
after
this.
party. Jess Drew.
Woo!
Yeah,
who
that's
she is,
Jessica
played by
Drew.
Issa Rae.
She looks really cool.
Cool
You may
design.
notice that she is pregnant, which is based on a
Oh.
run of the comics where she was pregnant during the Secret Wars.
Cool.
And what's cool about Gwen is that she has a special relationship with Jess because she sees her as a potential mentor, someone who seems to have it all figured out, but learns ultimately it's hard.
She is amazing, and she in
Wow,
this
they're
film,
doing Jessica
guys,
Drew.
From what I have seen,
Pregnant
the little that
Jessica
I've
Drew.
seen, beyond.
All right, now we're going to do another character reveal.
Whoa, who's this?
This one is
Oh!
of Spider-Man India,
Yeah.
Pravika Pavakar. He lives in a world we're calling Mumbattan, which is based on these 70s comic books in
Cool.
India.
Yeah, the idea for this dimension is that it's Manhattan, but in reverse. So instead of it
down,
going
right?
up, it goes down.
Should we do another character
Oh,
reveal?
cool.
There it is, Spider-Man.
Yes!
Voiced by Daniel
Hobie
Kaluuya.
Brown.
So cool.
Kobe Brown.
So
He's
awesome. He
got a
looks
lot
great.
of flair.
He's a really fun character. Daniel he's bringing his Camden.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, he's from Camden, like the birthplace of punk.
Yeah,
and,
that's awesome.
And he and Gwen are best buddies.
Daniel
and they
Kaluuya,
have a rapport.
I'm
They're
so
both
excited for him
musicians.
to
They're
play
both,
Hobie.
like, badass, and it makes Miles feel a little jealous that they've got this this bond.
Oh,
going,
yeah,
like,
because he's in a
it's
band
lot
and
of
she's
fun.
in a
Have
band.
you noticed that your shoes are different in this movie
Yes.
from the last?
Yes.
You've
Yeah,
got
she had
the
ballerina
Spider-Gwen
slippers
Chucks now.
in the last
So
one.
Spider-Gwen
Oh, she got Chucks.
which we just wrote this into the movie. They are Hobies. And
What?
you
What?
borrow them.
Stop.
Oh, awesome.
Okay, Jake Johnson's Peter Parker.
And they just added
Yes.
that recently.
Peter B. Parker.
Peter B. Parker was wearing a baby Bjorn,
Yes, good eye.
right?
Good eye.
With no
Yeah.
sans baby.
So he's in a family way.
Yes,
Oh,
right.
Him and Mary Jane
Peter,
worked
got
it out?
back, with Mary Jane.
oh, that's
and,
awesome.
And they had a baby, Mayday.
Mayday! Oh my
Yeah.
God.
It is true. She
has-
looks like this. She's half spider. blood
Oh
in her,
my
so she's
goodness,
got
that's
some,
amazing.
Spider stuff going on.
I wanna
When
cry.
they
Like,
don't have the ability to stick to
it
walls.
worked out for
Right.
Peter.
All of these characters are obviously very different. They look very different. The
That's
worlds
awesome.
are very different. Tell me more.
Everybody's universe is drawn differently, sort of like they were each from a different comic book, drawn by a different artist.
Oh,
Gwen's
that's-
world looks
that's
like
a good
Gwen's
idea.
comics, which have this beautiful gouache watercolor pastel vibe that looks like this.
Oh my gosh.
That's cool.
The
Wow.
world changes based on her moods. We visit Miguel's world in 2099.
Yeah,
in
right.
New York,
Whoa.
which is based on the sort of 70s and 80s Sid Mead
That's
drawings
cool.
of the future, which have this sort of aspirational quality that also has a kind of unfinished
Man,
look
that
to
looks
it, where
nice.
you could see the lines under it. One thing that this film has special about it is that we can really lean into how each world and each character that comes from that world can have their own completely unique style and look.
There's 1,000 people that are going to be in the
Dude, I
credits
love
of
that
this
Peter
movie.
Parker is
Actually,
happy.
Huge.
Yeah.
One
And that
thousand.
Mayday is
1,000
here.
people, this massive crew.
Wow.
Biggest animation crew ever.
It looks like magic.
Yeah, they had
But what's
so
really
many people
happening
work
is,
on the
like,
first one.
1,000 people are working super hard
Yeah.
for like 3 years.
We are going to answer some fan questions, but
Alright.
before
Here we
we poll one, the big question
Oh.
that everyone has, myself included, is about the music. Sunflower was such an iconic
Yeah, that's true.
song
That
and
first
moment
soundtrack's
for the
really
first
good.
film.
I have it on vinyl,
Why do you
actually. It's
think
really
that the
good.
music in this film resonates so much with the audience.
That Sunflower song with like just took off like a rocket.
The directive was like, we want the music from the movie to feel like this is stuff that Miles listens to. It's
Sure.
Miles' personal soundtrack.
Right.
Yeah.
So that was our guidance.
it's
Please
Wait,
tell me
for it.
you got some Kid
Yeah, so
Cudi
we were
in
like,
here.
this is, you know, this-
'Cause his
this
new
is the
album
character and this
is
is
good.
the
Who knows what they
movie.
told
Yeah.
Sway?
And we got
Whatever, it
we
doesn't
got
matter,
the
we
demo.
got
We like
the-
this is great. They're like, let's partner him with Post Malone. We're like, awesome.
That's a high bar to clear for this next movie.
Oh,
So we
what?
brought in some reinforcements.
Yeah. This time we're working with
No.
legendary Metro Boomin.
No way.
Yes.
True
Way.
facts.
Wow.
That
It's
is
true.
so
No
cool.
If anybody's
way.
gonna be able to like make something that feels like it's Miles experience. That guy knows what he's doing.
So the music's covered.
Wow.
For those wondering.
And now magically you have a container.
Magically.
From home?
Yeah, sorry, I just...
fell from the
Looks
sky.
heavy.
Well, we have some fan questions.
Oh,
right,
okay.
as I
Here we
mentioned
go.
Before.
Is that the internet?
There it is. This is how the internet works.
The internet.
You type it.
They
It goes
have-
in a piece of paper and then it goes into a bucket.
It's like there's like a suggestion box
Yeah, that's
somewhere
right.
outside of Sony.
Okay, she's drawing one. Here we go.
I have this theory that may explain the image of 2099 Spider-Man and Miles Morales Spider-Man fighting each other. Maybe the spot is after Miles Morales and Spider-Man 2099 is attacking him because he's trying to protect him from Spot.
Oh,
Interesting.
Oh, interesting.
Interesting theory.
we don't want anyone's interpretation of art to be delegitimized. So,
Okay.
right? So you see what you see,
But no.
but no.
There it is. Okay.
Here we go.
As an Indian fan of Spider-Man, how excited should I be for the introduction of Earth?
50101.
50101. Mambatan.
Hold on.
Yes.
50101.
Oh,
Okay.
Is it the little tease of something greater to come or just an Easter egg? By the way, I freaking love your work.
Oh, thank you.
What a
Thank you.
great question.
This is a great question.
Especially
first
the
of all.
last phrase.
It is more than just an Easter egg. We get to spend some good time in the India world, so it's
Yeah.
very cool. And
It's
Oh,
a whole,
cool.
It's a whole ass reel.
Yeah, there's a lot. Get excited. That's my advice to you is to get very excited.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
cool that they're doing
Yeah.
Spider-Man
Okay.
India.
2.5.
All right, here we go.
I think they're doing Spider-Man
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Japan
Oh,
too
this
from
is
the old
handwritten.
TV show.
Haley,
Oh,
two
what?
exclamation marks. So that's not a question. That's just a statement.
Okay.
Haley.
Got it. Got it. Got it.
Is Gwen still jamming with her band in Across the Spider-Verse? Musical note.
There you go.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
Way into this question.
Yes.
She might be jamming with Metro Boomin.
Oh man, that's cool that they got
No, no,
Metro.
we're talking about. Okay, here we go. This is a good one. Ooh, what can Miles and Gwen shippers expect for the
Oh
upcoming
Jesus.
movies? Mm.
Oh. In the comics, there's a whole sitting in a tree storyline
That's right.
between Gwen and Miles.
It's a good
which
crossover.
was, you
too.
know, it invites us all to imagine that they would make a great couple, but you know, it's complicated, right?
There's a lot in the
Long
way.
distance
saying, Phil?
relationships are hard.
It is true, and also across like a different dimension, it makes
That's
it
like
extra
the
hard.
most long distance you can be.
Right.
They sort of always find their way back to each other in some way, some dimension, some shape and form.
There's a lot of Miles and Gwen and their relationship with each other, and it evolves.
Sure.
All right.
But that's about as far as we should probably say.
So there are
Yeah.
about 100 million more questions.
Don't
that were
spoil
submitted by
too much
fans,
more.
but I gather we got about as much information as we're going to get today from the both of you.
Yeah,
So thank
that's
you
awesome
so
they did
much.
this though. That's
We have one
cool.
little extra special treat for you.
Oh,
True.
little
We
extras.
have a special present for you. It is your spider sona, and it's just on the screen right there.
Whoa.
What?
Cool.
That is
you
amazing.
and with your two dogs.
With your two
dog spider
Are you
folk.
kidding me?
That's awesome.
Tell me I can have that.
You
Of
can have
course.
that. Yes.
Oh
It's a
my
take home
God.
for you.
We want to thank you, fans, for tuning in.
The release dates are in the comments.
We will see you in theaters this summer.
All right. Cool. So that was fun. They just like a little Q&A thing to give us a little bit extra, but I like that they did that. They didn't have to do that, and that was cool that they gave us just a little bit more information about the movie, showed off some artwork and stuff like that, and gave us a little peek at the complications of a interdimensional relationship. Which, yeah, I mean, I know that kind of comes standard with spider people is things don't work out always for them, but I'm so happy it did for Peter B. Parker. He, I really resonated with him in that first movie, being someone who's just a version of Peter that got knocked down so much that he literally gave up. That says a lot, about that version of Peter. And for him to climb back up through the kind of the inspiration of Miles, seeing someone who was young like he was at one point, trying so hard, to do the right thing. And then encouraging him to go back and try again with Mary Jane. And I'm glad it worked out, and I'm glad that led us to getting Mayday. That's fantastic. I'm so excited for that. And maybe that means we'll see her as a baby in this movie, and then in the third movie, or the second part of Across Spider-Verse, we'll see her as Mayday Parker, the Spider-Girl from the other universe, where in the comics where she is Spider-Girl. That would be a great thing to kind of bookend this storyline with as well. So, yeah, let me know what you think of all this down below. I'll edit all this together, get it all set up for you, and post it as soon as possible because I want to hear your thoughts. So let them be known down below, and we'll keep talking down there. But as you can tell by the smile on my face through this whole thing, I'm super excited for this. And as more information comes out, as more toys come out, I will definitely be covering them and talking about them in detail for sure. Thanks so much. See you in the future. Peace.